remind everybody that we are sponsored by Big Bully Gaming out of California. Check them out at bigbullygaming.com for all your action token needs. Now today, I have the first Canadian national champion, Devin Owens. Welcome, Devin.
Hey, Josh.
Thank you for bringing the title home, sir.
Hey, I enjoyed it.
After you placing top 8 last year, I kind of knew I know he ended up showing up, but when people found out Tom wasn't going, that you were our hope.
Yeah, everyone was saying that. It was some pressure. It was
Yeah,
like Emily could win. Come on.
that Vulture
Something
can
other
win
thing.
any given day, but
Yep.
I kind of felt like people were slowly adjusting to Vulture. If it was 2 months beforehand, I think it would have Emily would have been way better off.
I mean, my team was like pure vulture hate, so
Your team was pure quite a bit of everything hate, but yeah,
yeah,
Vulture
it hated on
Collector,
objects in general.
Vulture Collector, not friends.
No, no, she even brought a backup object just in case of collectors, and I stole that with a trader.
Yeah, you're a bad man. I just want you to know that.
Vulture with a space gem is less threatening.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, you can have that one movement.
Woo.
So, you've been on quite a few podcasts already. Clicks off, Married with Clicks. So we're not gonna beat the matchups thing to death. I'm not gonna ask you a ton of questions about Canadian Nationals. But do you have a favorite moment from Canadian Nationals?
Favorite moment. Um,
Other than collecting your prizing, of course.
yeah, well, part of it. Getting the rest of it next weekend. Um,
That's so awful.
yeah, I mean it's fine. Unfortunate would have been like the first one with all of those exclusives, but instead like third because of UK nationals.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. My favorite moment was just like, I guess it's kind of cliche to say winning the finals, but that's up there.
Well, you played a good friend in the finals too, so that had to
Yeah,
be pretty cool.
yeah, for sure. Mike and I roomed together for the weekend, so we were winningest room, first and second place, just us in the room too.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep. So got to face my roommate for the weekend in the finals, and we had a great game.
Did you note your room number for next year in case it's held in the same place?
No, should have actually. Should
I'm
request it specifically for luck.
I'm superstitious, like the pitcher in baseball with the bloody sock and stuff. Like I would have been taking down that room number and making sure I got it for next year.
We can probably figure it out.
Yeah, but someone has to have a receipt or an email somewhere. So
Yeah, exactly. Mike booked it.
that's super cool though, that you got to play your friend in the finals.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so we went from no Canadians winning to 2 Canadians in the finals, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, when I seen the top 4, I was like, this is our year.
Yeah, 3 Canadians top 4.
Yep. I was reporting on it in as live time as I could. Alex from Carta Magica was feeding me the info so I could post it to everybody.
Yeah, it's always nice to have live results.
Yeah, well,
Because when you have friends at a tournament that you're not at, they don't always have a chance to actually update you between rounds, so it's super nice to have.
I know, and I do
Round
love Jay
sheets
and
posted.
Emily for the help they do give me, though. I pester the crap out of them, but they are super helpful. Shout out to those two for being awesome. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to drop Jay a message here and get him on. I'm sad he didn't play in Canadian Nationals because he was
Yeah, he was
brewing
going
up.
to until only a couple weeks before.
I know, and he was really working hard. Like he was coming on strong in the meta.
Yeah, he's a very good player. He just doesn't play that often.
I know. I want
Hard
see.
to show it off when you only get to play a big event once every like couple years, effectively.
Yeah. And I assume he's judging Worlds, so we're not gonna.
Yeah, he is.
Aw. So we won't get to see him play Q Madness at Worlds.
No, top 4 the Gen Con regional with it though.
I know. When I seen that, I was like, someone did it. If I had more This week is super nuts for me at work. If I had a little more prep time, I was actually going to bring a Q team tonight to play you.
Nice.
I've been working on like a super dice manipulation team with Q, Trey Lane, and Prime Q all on one team. Because with that much dice manipulation, can you really go wrong?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Yeah, there's so much dice manipulation right now. Just a team of like all super senses Q and you're on Wakanda.
Yep.
How do you kill anything? It's pretty
Pulse
hard.
wave. Lots of
Yeah.
pulse wave.
Huh. Yeah, I might have some of that tonight.
Yeah, actually, I could have been in trouble playing your team tonight, so maybe it's a good thing
That's true,
I didn't
actually.
take it.
Yeah, Qs do not love pulse wave.
No, they do not. And it's just getting more prevalent too. That Storm. I think people are gonna wake up to this Starfire you're playing tonight. Like I remember when
Yeah.
she was spoiled.
So immediately when she was released, nobody played her because Black Panther was huge.
Yes.
And Black Panther is literally immune to pulse wave, so there was no point in playing her. It was like him and Unimind were like the big things, and neither of them care very much about pulse wave.
Nope.
So she actually wasn't particularly useful. But against Kobik cares a lot about pulse wave, and so does a lot of the other stuff that's played right now. So
And Kobik kind of scared Black Panther out of the meta, so it's like this whole
yeah, exactly.
whole like wave that happened.
Yeah, 150 Panther. She scared 250 Panther out because he gets double tokened forever and can't do anything. She scared 150 Panther out because he relies super heavily on getting rollouts.
Yeah.
And against Kobik, you cannot rely on that because you don't have them. They get outwitted.
Yep. I know. In the second Kobik was spoiled, my Panther went up for sale. It's just like, let's get rid of this now before people get wise to this.
Yeah, I like casual Wakanda, so I'm keeping mine around just for some random stuff like that. I never liked him competitively much in the first place. I'm not a one-man army player, and 150 just didn't appeal to me.
Yeah,
I'd prefer to play Witch Queen if I'm playing anything 150.
Oh, buddy, I can't wait for Witch Queen with WWE pack stuff.
I'm really hoping there's some good stuff in there.
I'm hoping Undertaker has the Mystics keyword.
Hell. Yep.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, Witch Queen has a problem right now, which is everybody is playing Unseen.
Yes.
She really doesn't like playing against Unseen, so that's a huge issue. Other than that, she's still really good, but that one thing makes her very hard to play at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. Just outwits your mastermind.
Yeah, exactly. Outwits Mastermind until they get in position, outwits Pulse Wave so that you can't just run across and kill them. Like, you bring a Storm Call in, but if they're not bad at positioning, they just position so that you can't actually Storm Pulse Wave them, and you're kind of out of luck.
That's true. That being said, hopefully something in WWE brings her back, because I've been holding on to a Witch Queen forever. Ever since he won the WKO last year, wielding Mjolnir with her, I was like, all right, he's on to something.
Yeah, Mjolnir Witch Queen was good, for sure. That's the other problem. It's so hard to play objects on non-theme teams at the moment, and even if you're playing her on like a mystical theme, you're not going to have enough characters that you're that likely to win map, so it's just a little difficult to run anything on her, and she's so much better when she's equipped with something.
Unfortunately, she's a little beefy for that, I agree. My buddy does have a pretty solid mystical team that he plays Prime Spider-Woman as his 10-pole.
Interesting.
And yeah, it works out pretty good. Gives her exo specs, so she essentially has like double pick-a power.
Yeah, I played against somebody doing that.
It's cool.
A while ago as well. It's pretty interesting. They had some bad luck and were using her slightly weirdly. Like they were trying to make her a primary attacker, but she just doesn't quite have the stats for it.
No.
And they didn't have quite enough perplex on the team to make it work. So they kept needing like 7s and 8s, and it just didn't quite work out.
Yeah. See, my buddy played it with like Alex Wilder.
Just like a bunch of Billy Batsons.
Daredevil. And he'd push Daredevil like first turn. Or like make Daredevil take a damage to click onto perplex.
Yeah, one thing I love about playing Daredevil is pushing him to call somebody out.
Yep.
You push onto perplex, use the perplex on the call in, they running shot.
Yep.
It's good. I like that Daredevil a lot. I think if you're playing mystical keyword, there's really no reason not to have him on your team.
No, I don't
unless
think
you have like a completely weird game plan.
Yeah, he's not getting enough love right now, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he should be good against Kobik, but haven't proven it.
Emily says hi. She always watches. She's my favorite. I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
supposed
she
to
watches
say
everything.
So
can rely on her being present in most streams.
I know she like when I first started streaming, she was always there, so I was always fairly comfortable streaming. And now
Nice.
I like 1 minute after I go off air, I text her. I was like, "You watched the whole thing? What'd you think? Give me feedback." So, what was your toughest matchup at Canadian Nationals? Would you say?
So the team and my toughest matchup was definitely Unseen Kobik, which is bad because that's fairly common. So the good things against Unseen Kobik with the team are if I win map, I have a fairly favorable matchup, and free attacks are super nice at just being able to throw attacks out at Unseen until he fails his super senses. But if I lose map, then I'm in a lot of trouble actually. Being on an open map against Kobik Unseen with that team that relies so heavily on reducers is really, really difficult.
Yep, I can totally see that.
So that's what happened in my in the semifinals against Patricia. She had a +6 and I had a +7, but she won map, took us to Medal Arena, which is usually a map I'm not unhappy about going to. Like, it's on my list too, and I picked it a bunch of times, but not in that matchup. So I had to run across the map and try to do stuff before she could just start picking me off one by one. And I kind of succeeded, but I only won the game because of a Mangog retaliation in the end.
A crit hit Mangog retaliation?
Absolutely. 8 into crit hit. That does not happen every day.
How is that not your favorite moment?
Because it was so sad. I'm obviously pretty happy about it, but I definitely felt like I was robbing her of that final spot a bit.
Okay.
I still had a chance of winning the game even without it, but come on, a Mangog crit? That's some... You definitely feel like that was some BS if you were on the receiving end of it.
Yes, but you might be too Canadian feeling bad about that.
Maybe. I like it when the competition feels fair.
I don't know.
And obviously luck is a huge part of the game, but a Mangog crit just feels like a little bit too much luck a lot of the time.
Yep, I've said this many times on stream. I'd rather be lucky than good, and you definitely were that day.
Oh yeah, that was huge. I had a chance of winning, but it relied on an Unseen missing a rollout or something, and that doesn't happen very often. So.
Yep. No, the only person I've ever seen miss Unseen rollouts is actually Emily.
Yeah, it happens for sure, but it's not something you want to rely on to win a game.
No, God, no. Definitely not. I am just trying to position the map, and it is, going blank on me. So, for those that don't know, what is the team you played at Canadian Nationals?
Right, so I played Gardener, Double Trader, with Collector, and a Flora, a Groot, and a Mangog. The idea of the team is basically it's just a lot of disruption, and the Nightbringer Ring, which is the most important thing. It's a lot of disruption. Your opponent just can't rely on any of their objects to do anything, which everything is object reliant right now. Even teams that you don't think of as being super object reliant, like Double Astronomer, if you give them 2 space gems instead of their 2 power gems, they're not chewing through my reducers very quickly.
No, from 6 damage down to 4. I could definitely see that being a bad
Down to
day.
3.
Oh, 3?
Yep, they've printed 3.
Oh, damn.
Because the power gem gives a passive +1, and then range combat expert is how they get to 6. Yeah, so then they just ping me for 1 and have to deal with my retaliators, which is not a position that they want to be in at all.
No, especially when they're crit hitting.
Yeah, and one of the other biggest things is Gardener with the Nightbringer Ring is amazing. The team isn't an Alpha Strike team. That's not what it's meant to do necessarily, but just having a ridiculous amount of swing on an attack is really important.
Yeah,
because you can carry Gardener up, he can free Smoke Cloud, and then he can make a free attack against something in the Smoke Cloud.
I wouldn't even really consider it Alpha Strike, because you have to take the turn to get the ring on him, right?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's definitely not an Alpha Strike team, but I do play it very aggressively generally. But it is also a team that doesn't need to be aggressive if you don't want to be. It's just if you see an opening, you can take advantage of it no matter what. Like in the finals against Mike, on turn 2, I was able to kill both of his retaliators by calling in a Cyclops to kill his Mangog and then carrying forward and free attacking his Groot. And just being able to do that in one turn meant that the rest of the matchup was very hard for him because he was already like 50 points behind and 2 figures down.
That makes sense. That's a pretty big swing.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to play that team? Did you get it from... Oh, actually, I think you said Dustin Cedars, did you not?
Yes. Yeah, Dustin Cedars built a very similar team. He won a WKO with it, I think, and then a win-a-map later. So his first version had 2 Gardeners on it and dropped like 2 of the Retaliators. And later he changed it up so that it dropped one of the Gardeners for the Retaliators. That's effectively the version I played, but he was playing Unseen instead of Collector. So that's the really big difference between the two.
Gotcha.
I felt like the Collector was amazing, and I just don't know that Unseen is as good without a Kobik, because everything has Power Cosmic right now.
Yeah, I agree. Unseen without Kobik's not the
Like,
play.
Unseen is good, even without Kobik, but he's not ridiculous without Kobik.
True.
He's really shines with Kobik at the moment. So I didn't feel like he was as good of a play, and I was very worried about getting vultured.
Emily, since she's watching.
Yeah, and it also gave me 1 extra perplex over that version of the team.
True. And I shouldn't say Unseen's a bad play. He does pair pretty well with Unimind these days, but there isn't many other teams that can utilize them as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's still a perfectly fine play. He's a high enough number of points to call in everything relevant. He is very long-range prob. He's outwit when that's relevant, which isn't never for sure. But I didn't feel like he was nearly as strong as Collector on the specific team that I was playing.
No, Collector right now is in his heyday with all these objects rolling around.
Yeah, and the other biggest thing was in the Kobik matchups, I can run up with Traders, take her cube, and double token her the same turn that I take her cube. It forced Mike onto the orange cube in the finals because he just didn't feel comfortable holding the blue cube against me.
Yeah,
it hurt him a lot more than it helped him, which is a pretty good position to be in because that blue cube is very good. So when it's hurting your opponent more than it's helping them.
Now, you played him in
good.
Swiss, correct?
Yeah, and he did play the blue cube there and regretted it.
Is that what you did to him in Swiss to make him change?
Yeah, I mean, I tanked him and then I stole the blue cube and
Gotcha.
double tokened.
Yep, that'll make you leave the blue cube at home.
Yep. Yeah, and it was a good plan. Like, it definitely was the correct decision, I think. So, blue cube, when you're on an open map against that team with a Kobik, isn't necessarily the wrong choice, but on a closed map, I think it definitely is.
So, are you thinking of taking the team that won you Canadian Nationals to Worlds, or are you floating around other ideas? I
always like to float around other ideas.
Okay.
I don't have anything specific that I want to call out right now, other than this thing that I'm testing today. But I am thinking of other things. I don't generally love playing the same thing twice in a row, even though it only got better. So I'm definitely considering it. Worlds is usually my exception for I don't like playing the same thing twice when I win with it.
I don't think I've ever seen you win a tournament with something twice.
No, I haven't. I always do a new build. That's like within the last year or so that I've started doing it, but I just like exploring what's good in general and seeing what I can make work. And obviously, if I end up thinking that it's the best team, I'll still bring it to Worlds because it's the biggest tournament of the year and I would like to win, but want to explore some other stuff first, especially with Barrier Ring being legal. That's going to change the meta a lot.
Yeah.
And Regenesis call-ins, but those only make that team better, so those aren't a reason
better.
not to play it.
Pre-Kobik, I was actually heavily considering and talked to Emily about it, taking in your Surtur Grandmaster team that you won New York with, was it?
That was Michigan. Yeah, I played Surtur Grandmaster in Michigan, won a regional there. Surtur Grandmaster Starro, and then won New York States with Surtur, Wasp Part of the Avengers, Daredevil, Unseen.
Yeah. But yeah, I loved that Starro.
So they were two Surtur teams. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm not sure about the Grandmaster, which sounds weird considering that I won the tournament. But he didn't. He was good, but mostly as a good call-in battery and a dial that nobody knew.
Yeah, that's fair. Till Nate started using them, everyone slept on them.
Yeah, and even after Nate started using them, that was after it. That team was partially inspired by Nate, so I wanted like a more mid-range version of the Grandmaster Retaliation trigger team.
Yeah.
Didn't want quite to have to win map and be quite so aggressive with it.
Makes
and
sense.
I was scared of one-man armies.
Yeah, because till Kobuk, they were a thing.
Yep. Yeah, Joker's gas canister retiring also hurts that team a lot, because Sorter with Joker's gas canister was very good.
Ridiculous, yeah. So, going into Worlds, what do you think if you had to predict 3 teams you were going to see in the top 8, what do you think we're going to see?
Top 8, I mean, there will definitely be a Kobuk Unseen in there. It's guaranteed. Unless everybody playing it flames out horribly in some way, it's going to happen. What else will be in the top 8? I think there will be at least one Vulture team of some description. I really like the team that Scott Crampton played at Canadian Nationals. He played double Astronomer Vulture, which never won map, but just gave his opponents really, really hard decisions.
Yep.
When they were trying to decide what map to put him on. So something like that is, I think, really good. Obviously, Emily's Vulture team is very, very good as well. And just anything with Vulture is still incredible. As for the third team, I think some traitor barrier ring abuse is going to show up in there. I'm not sure exactly what it'll be, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be something with it. I'm sure that they'll just be added to existing Kobuk teams, but I think that there will be a more dedicated, like, couple of multiple traders, barrier ring kind of thing that'll show up.
Yeah, I'm really expecting barrier tech to come back in a big way at Worlds with those rings.
It's so mobile. If you have 3 traders, you can move up a very long way and make 3 squares of barrier still. If you're on an indoor map, that's plenty.
Yeah. And there are tons of other sources of barrier right now, so
yeah,
I can really see barrier tech coming back in a big way. I don't know if it'll be...
Yeah. And then Unimind is always a good prediction.
Yep. And
so we'll see how that goes.
I'm a Unimind guy, so there better be one in the top 8. But I think that's a fairly safe assessment. Until Patrick was on the channel last week, I was sleeping on that barrier ring completely.
Yeah, you can't sleep on it if you're building right now.
No.
If you don't have 2 Cyclopses on your teams right now, you're doing it very incorrectly. Because you need a way to deal with barrier. It's 5 points. You can just throw it on there as an afterthought.
True.
Oh, what do I have to fill 5 points? Barrier ring, sure, why not? Oh, it's the best thing on my team? Okay, great.
On that note, my Brood X is supposed to be another Cyclops. I messed that up.
Sounds good.
But no, I think that's a really good assessment. Do you have any thoughts going into Worlds? Anything you're looking out for?
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, well,
I'm playing teams this year with Emily and Amber, so I'm really looking forward to that.
And you're defending your title, aren't you?
Yeah. So we'll see how well we can do. They're both very good players, so hoping that we can do well again. And it's a pre-release Team Worlds, so that'll be really interesting.
That is super cool. I'm really jealous.
Yeah, I'm really hyped, especially because it's a set I'm really excited for as well. So
it
going to be very interesting.
So good, the X-Men set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every preview we've seen so far has looked phenomenal. And Emily also says she's super excited for Worlds, and especially Teams, so...
Teams is just so much fun. It's not the main event, but it's a ton of fun.
I've never actually got to play in a team event, so...
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's halfway between a sealed and a constructed. Because you have 6 boosters to build from, so you're going to find good synergies between things. You're going to have 3 actually good teams, which just isn't always the case in individual sealed.
So being the reigning team, part of the reigning team, champions team, I don't know, that just a cluster of words. Do
Yeah,
you
worked.
have any advice for people going into Team Nationals this or Team Worlds this year?
Pull well. No, I mean that really does help, but also just try to build synergistic teams. Don't group all of your good figures on one team. I saw a lot of people doing that where they were like, we pulled this really, really good chase. Let's put all of our prob on the team with it to make sure it wins. It's already pretty likely to win. Put that prob on another team. It's better to have 3 fairly good teams than 1 ridiculous team and 2 okay teams. That's my only advice.
No, that's great advice. I figured
We
that
pulled 3 probs last year and put 1 on each team. Worked out well.
there you go. All right, should we get down to playing this game or what?
Let's do it.
Disclaimer to anyone watching, this is my first time busting out the Medusas, so I don't want any flack for how bad I play them. I'm a +9 for theme, sir.
Yeah, I am not quite that high. I'm +6.
Okay.
But I don't think I can beat that.
Nope. I think you would have to crit, according to my math.
Seems like good math.
Alright, what map do I want to take you to?
That's a good question.
Probably something indoor with that hellish team. Oh no. Do I not have the underground loaded? Bad monkey. I might not have. Do you have the underground loaded, Dev?
Nope. I have no maps at all.
Oh boy.
I tried to grab one at one point, but I forgot to crop it.
Yes, that
So
is
it did not work. My opponent had to put the map on instead.
Makes sense.
I've only played one of the Winna maps.
WizKid's office is still legal, eh?
Yep.
Perfect. We're going to the office.
Yeah, I haven't seen that map in a while.
I know people
It's still legal, but nobody's been playing it.
People forgot about it.
Or just like Underground enough.
True. Underground's insane.
It is a great map. It's on every build sheet I've ever made, I think.
Yeah, since I acquired it, I would say the same thing. It is on absolutely every team.
Why not? What are you doing with those points otherwise?
Yeah.
With that slot. Like, even if you're a team that generally doesn't benefit from it, it's still good.
I actually think I play both sides of the map every chance I get.
I don't play Amok Time quite as often as I play Underground, just because there are less teams that a completely open map is good for, but it's definitely on there a lot. I generally like to have like a little bit of elevated and stuff on my open maps, which is why Metal Arena was my choice last time. I don't know if I have a Leslie. Do you have a Leslie Pug?
I have a sweet Lego Indiana Jones I use as my Leslie Pug.
Great. Sounds good.
You can place it wherever you want. I just threw it in my starting area.
That seems like a fine spot. What are we doing here?
That's my favorite part about Roll20. You get to use wacky things for representations.
Totally.
Ooh. Emily, if you want to drop underground for me, that'd be awesome. Emily says she has the underground loaded, so she'll come drop it for us.
That makes sense.
This makes me look like a scrub for not having it, but my opponent's always had it. I keep a muck time, isn't that enough?
Sorry, one sec.
No worries. Also, Emily, I promise I'll turn your room back to the way I found it when we're done. Sorry I covered up your cute little Tisme logo. So this will be my first time playing Starfires.
Bring him back, sorry.
No worries. I was just telling everybody that this is my first time playing against Starfires. I have legitimately no recollection of their dial, so this is going to be a good time.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Emily just jumped in the room. She's fishing us out the underground, so I'm not sure if that'll change her placement at all, but we can wait for her to do her thing.
Right, yeah, good point. I mean, some of my stuff might end up in blocking, so I may have to.
Yeah. We'll just wait it out. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Emily. And you'll get to choose side.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take the slightly more open side. I think you already have it pointing towards me.
Is that the side you would like, sir?
Yep.
Perfect.
That's the one.
Sounds good to me. I phase, so I don't really have to move anything, luckily.
Okay. I will move some stuff around a bit.
Yeah, actually, I will too, because there's a much better spot to protect my Miss Marvel.
Oh, do you fill up your entire starting area now?
No.
You might.
Oh, I don't think so. Maybe. We'll check this out. Oh, I bet you I do. Nice.
Yeah, so you have to place your colossals first, technically.
Oh.
And you probably want to, because otherwise you're not going to get your Medusas all adjacent to each other.
Why has this got to be terrible? Doesn't let me block.
Yeah, this is definitely the much better map for you in this matchup. Medusas do not love walking woods, I don't think, so.
No.
That's pretty nice.
I was going to rock and roll with the office, but good old Emily's got my back. I fill my whole starting area +1.
Nice.
Ooh, I gotta adjust just a little. I don't want to do this. We'll do it like that. There we go. I'm also going to briefly shade my...
I'm going to grab barrier tokens, because I'm going to need them.
Good call.
Oh, there aren't enough.
Do you know how to copy and paste them?
Yep. I just assumed it was an infinite stack.
Emily's slacking. I mean, I love you, Emily.
Alright. Oh yeah, I should shade one of my traders. Okay, okay, so I'm actually gonna go... I don't know. I think I'm gonna go double power gem on my traders. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Oh boy.
Seems like it'll be interesting. Okay, and then I'm just gonna shade one just to differentiate them. It'll just be orange.
Yes, Jesse, those are Medusas, and I knew you'd love the team. Played it just for you, big guy. He's a big Medusa fan. Believe it won him the Popper Championship, if I'm not mistaken.
Fair.
Those kids and their Popper.
Yeah, I've never played Popper, but seems like it could be fun.
My area is pretty remote as far as tournaments go.
Yeah.
I get like one WKO in my area each season, and other than that, it's just a bunch of casual clicks, so that's why I play online.
Yeah, it's a good alternative.
Yeah, thank God for Roll20. All right, let me know when you're set up and good to go.
This seems fine.
I like that.
Oh, right.
attitude.
Sorry, I have another ring. I should put that somewhere. I'm not going to equip it this game because it's irrelevant, so it's just going to sit over here.
So the shaded ring is the barrier ring.
Yes, this one is the ignores hindering ring. It's on here almost entirely for the Unimind matchup.
Okay.
And you are not playing Unimind, and also you're playing a very fast team, so I don't really want to be spending my actions on that in particular.
I don't blame you there. Alright, I'm going to set us a 45-minute timer. And we can get this going. Good luck, sir.
Alright, good luck.
Timer is started.
And it's your turn first.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready.
I get 10 squares to carry.
Yep.
So, need to find somewhere where I think I'm somewhat safe from you.
Yeah, that's the problem with these Alpha Strike teams that can't quite make it all the way across the map. You have that one turn of crossing your fingers.
Yeah. I'm like looking at your team doing the math. I'm like, alright, you can get that tank to here. And 'cause this team really doesn't like the tank.
No, not too much.
No, not at all.
You have very few reducers.
Yeah. And not enough perplex to make it matter.
No. You have an outwit.
Woo!
Not really helpful here.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's... Voyager's outwit is really good sometimes, and sometimes you're like, can I just choose not to?
Yeah.
Please?
Is there a mulligan option for this?
Yeah.
Pretty much everywhere I've counted, you can tank me.
Yeah.
I don't like...
Pretty good swing.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
Reasonable.
I'm just gonna carry them to there.
Alright.
And hope that this isn't the spot that I get tanked. And then this giant girl is gonna go. Sidestep to here.
Right, that's the fast force. I can never remember which one is fast forces and which one is main set. I've played a bunch of them too, just don't remember which color scheme is which.
I'm gonna move to there. Dropping him here.
Alright.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna move that giant girl there.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping him here. And then I think I'm gonna tuck Miss Marvel back there just 'cause she can. Oh no, I don't have leadership, do I? I don't think I do.
No.
Negatory on the leadership. So it is your go, good sir.
Alright. Let's see what I want to do here.
This is the first team in so long I've made with no leadership.
Yeah. Oh no, Medusas have leadership, actually. Top dial. I think. I'm pretty sure they do. Yes, they do. You have leadership.
Oh. Can I, actually...
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to
take
make
that last action if you want to.
Well, and I want to make living hairs. Jesse's telling me to, and he knows what's up.
Sure.
What should I use as living hair tokens? I didn't prepare for this. Let's use...
More Medusas?
Yeah, I'm going to use...
That could get real confusing.
You know what? Let's use... this old school Doc Ock. He can be my living hair.
Alright.
I wasn't going to make living hairs because I thought I wanted to make them next turn. Why do I want to make...
I mean, you can make them both turns.
Can I?
I don't know.
I thought...
I don't know why specifically he's telling you to make them this turn, but you can make them however often.
I'm curious too. He's the living hair master though, so I shall listen to what I am told.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's a good reason. I mean, it blocks line of fire a bit, There's no reason not to.
I'm not worried about your line of fire except for the tank. Alright. And yeah, I'll shimmy her there with the leadership. And your go.
Okay.
And Jesse jinxed me. He said this was going to be the game that I win on stream.
We'll see. I mean, I actually do think that Medusas is probably not a great matchup for this particular team, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so I think I have to try for the Cyclops here. So we're going to sidestep forward, bringing the tank, take an action to bring out Cyclops.
Yeah, I seen this coming.
Sidestep, 1, 2, 3. Perplex up attack. Sidestep to here, bringing the tank. Running shot, carrying, 1, 2, 3, around to here, bringing the tank. Shooting at a living hair because it doesn't actually matter what I shoot at.
This is
and
your
that's the only
fault,
thing
Jesse.
I can actually see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so targeting this living hair.
Okay.
So you have a 19, I have a 13. I need a 6. That'll hit.
Oh, bother.
All right, so we're going to blow this up to full size. Just put it... What's the best way to put this? So I could miss a Medusa if I want to kill a giant girl. That sounds terrible. So let's not do that. Yeah, we're just going to put it like that.
Oh, my tank's dead.
Yeah, so your tank's dead. Everybody else takes 2. This living hair dies immediately. The other ones will probably die when I place things. That's an action here. All right. So what's blowing up here? So this wall is going to be destroyed. So is that one.
Okay.
So let's place these like this.
Okay, you're on it.
And then we're going to place a Medusa back there, Medusa back there, Medusa up here, a Voyager down there.
I have a perplex now.
Just like that. Okay, and then these 2 living hairs go away.
Okay. You big jerk.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to TK with Mr. Oz to poof this Cyclops. Where do I have to put her, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's exactly 5 away, so I can just move her back 1. And Cyclops will go away. And used ID cards.
And to be clear, Jesse, this series is about showcasing the insane talent of my guests. So if I gotta get whooped, that's cool.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna move a trader to here, picking up the barrier ring, and then we're gonna sidestep back to here,
Cool.
bringing it with it. And I'm just gonna drop it right under this Starfire, but I can't actually take the action to equip it yet because I am out of actions.
I'm taking some L's for the sake of entertainment here.
Okay, yeah, that's all my actions. Go ahead.
Cool. Good times. All right. I am trying to figure out what the heck to do. I think my giant girl needs to kill your tank. I think that has to happen.
Technically, that can't happen. You can retaliate on the person who threw the tank.
No, my pink giant girl can just punch it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Main set. Yep.
Yep.
That's true. 10 and 3, I believe, is the stats there, so you need 7.
She'll be 10 and 4 with the aim guy beside her.
Yes. All right. That is fine.
Just trying to decide if that's the move.
Yeah, you don't need 4. That's true. KOing a character.
Yeah, okay. We'll do it. She swings. Oh, wow.
Ooh, that tank is super dead.
Yeah, your tank's gone, sir. I will.
The most impactful crit of all time, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely needed 5 damage to kill that tank there.
And she heals for 2.
Cool. What does that look like?
That's what I'm trying to figure
I'll look it out. Or, yeah, it probably matters to you as well.
Yeah. HC Realm seems to be working slightly faster.
Yeah, that is nice. Okay, from last click 2, so you're 8, 10, 18, 2.
Slightly better. I'll take it.
Yep.
And sidestep, which is the big
And
key.
sidestep.
Sidestep is the key.
Yeah, you can't
here.
sidestep very many places.
No.
But you can sidestep a little bit.
No, my Medusa's... Oh, I'm a dummy. I am a dummy. Probably should have sidestepped my Medusas apart. That would have been the thing to do.
Yeah, and then you could have sidestepped them back the next turn.
Yeah.
Would have helped a little.
A little bit.
I think I probably could have still gotten 2 of them, but you could have saved 1, yeah.
You only did get 2 of them, didn't you?
No, I hit all 3.
Damn you. I thought you missed the blue one for some reason.
No, I was considering it to kill the giant girl, but it didn't seem worth it.
So now I have to move them adjacent to carry them. Okay. I can still do this. To there, kill a Groot.
Yeah, so you don't have very many actions. You don't have any leadership anymore.
No.
And you've used 1, so you only have 2 more actions left.
Yeah. I blame you, Jesse. Hope you hear me. I feel like I need to get rid of Groot and get in your face simultaneously.
Alright.
Making a living here is a free action.
Yes, it is. The Medusas would not be very good if it was a power action.
No, they would not. So both Medusas...
Yeah, so if you do that, you're out of actions.
Yeah, true.
So you can only move 1.
Trying to think, you can maybe TK get to me, or I could just wait till next turn. Because I can only get 1 up there, and it would only give me 1 shot at your Groot.
Exactly.
Which would be an 11 at best. Which doesn't feel good, 11 on 18.
Probably not wonderful.
So I'm actually going to move 1 here and 1 here, and I will remake my living hairs.
Sure. Don't have a tank this time, so.
Right?
You should be a little safer there.
Yeah, you say that.
Hey, I didn't say you were safe. I just said you were a little safer.
I mean, I'm not bitter at all.
Alright.
Gonna sidestep up this giant girl, sticking aim red back there.
Yep.
And then I'll clear, and then it's your go.
These 2 get an action token.
Yes, they do.
But other than that, yes. Okay. What do I want to do this turn? Let's see. Alright, I think I need to perplex up attack, perplex up damage, D6. Yeah, it seems fine. Okay, so I'm going to move Mr. Oz up to here, pushing him to click 2. Going to perplex up attack and damage on my Groot. He's going to retaliate.
Okay.
Over to there.
And you know what I just realized?
What's that? Jesse
obviously didn't watch last week's episode because I beat Patrick Frazier. Thank you, Jesse. Sorry to interrupt your turn. Carry on.
That's a hit.
God damn it. Why'd you have to go and do that? I have theme probs. That's a thing.
That you do. So you can theme prob with this Medusa or any of the people over here.
I'm going to theme prob with Blue Medusa.
All right. That's a hit.
What the hell, man? God darn it. My Medusas are non-indomitable. Hell.
They're not.
I will theme prob with Voyager.
All right.
Aha!
Ooh, I'm gonna prob that with Mr. Oz. That's a hit.
Stupid Mr. Oz. What's my next click on these Medusas? I think a Quake, but no exploit. I currently have exploit. What do you need? You need a 7?
6.
Yeah, okay. She can die.
All right, and I'll generate a walking wood here.
Yeah, shit.
All right, and then the walking wood's gonna flurry on Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Second to try. That's a hit. Action token. And I don't think anybody can see the theme prob, so I think that's just death.
Yep, that's
wow, it's 3. I assume that kills. I'm not 100% sure.
You are 100% correct on that.
All right.
She gone.
Okay. That's one action. What else do I want to do this turn? I could running shot with this instead of equipping, but I'm only gonna have 11 attack this turn, so maybe I should just equip this turn. Go for the running shot next turn.
My hairs didn't have a token. Why didn't they? Why would they have not stayed on the board? Oh, I guess I could have moved her away because of no adjacency. That makes sense. Fine, Jesse. He was telling me I should have used the hair to kill your tank.
Right, so I couldn't retaliate.
Yeah, I wanted to heal the giant girl. It was.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna equip this ring, and then we're just gonna sidestep forward, clear this Starfire, clear this Traitor, and make a free barrier there for some reason. Go ahead.
Okay. Well then. Oh, my Miss Marvel should be clear.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start by retaliating.
All right. Does Miss Marvel might hit friendlies? I can't remember.
I think she does. You're right.
So you might want to go with the other one.
Yeah. And actually, that sets me up for something I wanted to do anyway, so we can do that.
Oh, no, it is opposing.
Is it?
Yep.
Who am I thinking of then?
I don't know.
That hits everyone in the AoE. Maybe Wonder Woman?
Maybe?
Maybe. I swore she hit everybody.
Somebody does.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to roll shape change on my walking wood.
Okay.
Got it.
It's going to be that kind of day, eh?
Apparently.
Oh,
it's going to be that kind of day.
Yeah. Well,
so you do still have at least one theme prob, 2 theme probs left? So one now?
2, right?
You've used 2? Yeah, you're right. You used 2, so you had 3, so now you're down to 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my.
Nope.
Why, God, why? I will free retail with the...
Yep.
Yeah. To the... Oh, this hair's dead because it's not adjacent.
Yes.
To there, I will punch group.
Eating an 8.
There we go.
Okay. I'll prob that with Mr. Oz.
Goddamn, Mr. Oz. Yay!
Hey, he's dead.
You take that. The living hares have giant reach 2. I believe, or am I crazy?
I don't know. I don't think they do.
It's the range of 2.
They have 2 range.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking of. So my yellow living hare is gonna shoot your walking wood.
Shape change.
Really?
Yep. Apparently.
You're gonna be that guy.
Just gonna hit every shape change.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Good talk, coach. Aye. The worst part is I kind of have to kill this walking wood.
Yeah, because it has plasticity.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an even breakaway, but
yeah, currently it is
not something you really want to try.
No, not the move. And do I really want to call something in to do it? Like, that also seems horrible.
Yeah, also doesn't sound great.
No. And the Medusas being double tokened is doing me no favor. Not wanting to double token Medusas is doing me no favors either.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep them on the exploit here. I guess I will move. I can sidestep from there to here.
Yep.
Dropping a Medusa here.
Mm-hmm.
And she will make a blue hair.
Yep.
And the blue hair is gonna try.
Go ahead.
Oh
Need
my
6.
Gosh, now's my chance. Now's my chance. Swing bada. Yes.
Hey, dead.
That was way too much effort to kill.
Yeah.
Freaking wood.
A little bit.
Excessive would be the term there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think I just clear.
Yeah, so these 2 hairs should have tokens, which might matter if you want to push them to death later.
Yeah, this one and this one. Then, did I theme prop with the blue Medusa this turn? No, that was on your turn.
No, you should clear that, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Aim. And then my red aim guy's just hanging out over here, having a party to himself. Your go, sir.
All right.
And I was correct. It is Skyscraper Wonder Woman that hits all.
That makes sense. Yeah, those 2 are going to sidestep forward. This barrier is gone. Gonna move a Medusa back to here. Gonna trade. Gonna move her up to here. This one will free barrier. He'll trade. And free barrier. And then they'll each perplex up their own defense, and I'll clear Mr. Oz. Go ahead.
Cool. How to do this. Killing Mr. Oz would be super fun right now.
Yep.
Little risky, but fun. I do need him dead.
Definitely do.
Maybe I want to do the call-in first. 1 prob on that. You only have 1 prob on
He is standing and hindering.
Okay.
Into stealth.
Yeah, that hindering. Killing me here, buddy. Killing me. And this is why you always bring 2 Cyclopses to the party, as he previously mentioned.
Yep.
I could try and go mess up a trader, though. Let's do that. You kids in your barrier.
All right, Blue Medusa is calling in.
Not 100% yet. I'm just doing lines, but probably. Is that clipping the corner, or do I have a line to him?
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, Blue Medusa is gonna call in.
Mm-hmm.
This better work. I'm gonna running shot to there.
Mm-hmm.
On
11 on a 19 because you're going through hindering.
Yes.
And I perplexed on my defense. Eat an 8, have a theme prob.
I will theme prob it. Last theme, or I have 1 theme prob left, I believe.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, these rolls.
Nope.
I'm gonna keep him on the board for the leadership for now.
Makes sense. All right, so 2 actions, 1 for Medusa, 1 for him. You have 2 more.
That barrier is gone.
And this barrier is hindering.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, what else is up?
I'm gonna carry Blue Medusa to here.
Yep.
This hair disappears, so I'm gonna make another one here.
Yep.
Thank you for tokening my stuff for me.
Yeah, no problem. You're taking the turn, so figured I could do something useful.
You're the first person to ever do that for me, and it is awesome.
All right, so you need an 8.
Yeah. I have exploit.
With exploit, of course, yes.
Yeah. Nope. The roll gods just don't want it to happen today.
No, they really don't. You technically have a theme prob, but there's really no one you want to put that on.
No. We're good. That's 3 actions. I technically have 1 more. Because of the Cyclops.
Yep.
I'm going to move Red Medusa to here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make a living hair here.
All right.
And then that's all my actions.
Okay. Barrier comes down. Start a turn. All right. What do I want to do here?
I regret bringing you to this map instantly, by the way.
Yeah. Think another one would have worked a little better here?
Yeah, even though I think you would have had better lines on me in off the bat, it didn't really matter, and the barrier would have had much less effect on Amok Time.
Yeah, it's true.
I should have just went with good old sturdy Amok Time. Never failed me before.
Okay, this trader has a power gem right now. How scared am I of a Miss Marvel retaliation? Not unscared. Not unscared. What if we just... Can we barrier anywhere here that matters? Not really. What do I want to do here? Let's see. Actually, I could just kill that barrier. Sidestep.
All this you talking to yourself's making me nervous.
All right. Yeah. This one has the power gem. He's just gonna close combat expert all to attack, punching the thing in front of him.
Not my hair.
I know.
Oh my.
The second most necessary crit of all time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. So this one. Sorry, that's the wrong one. That was that one. Okay. So this one currently has barrier ring. We're going to free action barrier. One right there. Yeah, no, not yet. No, let's put one there, I guess. Yeah, sure, that seems fine. And then we're going to trade the barrier ring for the power gem. And he's gonna ranged combat expert. All to attack. So that'll be a 12 on a 16.
Blue Medusa?
Yes.
Dead lady.
All right. Now, Starfire's just going to take a shot at the big giant girl.
Okay.
11 on a 18, so I need a 7. That's a hit.
Dead giant girl.
I will free action barrier to there. Perplex up defense on both of them. And clear this one. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going.
Now let's see how devastating this Ms. Marvel retaliation is. I'm interested.
The way my rolls are going, I am not.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
I don't want to talk about rolls right now. So Cyclops is gone. We are going to retell with Ms. Marvel.
All right. Yeah, so 10 on numbers. I'll prob that with Mr. Ross.
Damn it. Devastating.
So close to being good.
So close.
Would have killed a Starfire.
Damn, what? God,
Knock back.
damn it.
I figured I'd just see what happened.
I like it. You like the
And unfortunately, it was that you missed. That does suck.
Okay. I gotta kill something here.
Yep.
Points are too tight for me. I was winning for a while. Sort of.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were up by like 10. Sorry, you're up by 12 points.
Am I still?
No,
No.
you were.
I didn't. That's what I thought.
The Voyager isn't in the KO zone.
Oh, that's right. Come
But
back.
before the Medusa died, you were up by 12
I
points.
should probably throw her back in the KO zone after this. I just deleted her off the map at a bitter rate. I do that sometimes. Okay, let's go for it. I'm gonna call in and push my Medusa. Call in a Wolverine.
Yep.
And Wolverine's gonna charge to there.
Yep, makes sense.
Gonna flurry your top Starfire.
All right, need that 7.
No, of course not. I don't hit 7.
Sorry, you actually only need a 6.
I'm gonna theme prop that
You
with
rolled a
Miss
4.
Marvel.
Okay.
Last theme prop.
Does she have... willpower, or is she pushing to death?
That's her first token. Her retail is
Oh,
a
right,
power
of course
action.
it is. Yeah.
Okay.
You have not taken a costed action with her? Why would you have?
I hit
All right,
that 6.
Stop click.
Okay, and the second attack.
Also on her or on the other one?
On her.
Okay, so you need like a 9 now.
Damn it.
Because she has combat reflexes.
Yeah, probably should have double tapped both, but that's okay.
I mean, you'll score points if you hit this, whereas you wouldn't have the other way. So.
I didn't hit it though. I rolled a 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see you roll. The 9 was fairly unlikely.
3, 4, 5.
And is that Bounty Wolverine or?
Bounty, yeah. No sense in having healing on this one.
So that's action number 3.
Yeah. Sidestep to there.
Don't forget about this one down here.
Yeah.
Not that you've really had actions.
I'm going to sidestep them anyway. And then I have leadership with the Wolverine.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to move this aim guy to here.
Cool.
And I'm going to make a yellow hair.
Yep. So you need an 8.
Let's do it. 8. Hey.
Hey, there we go. All right, for 3?
Yep. Exploit.
So 2 click 3. Yes, exactly.
Perfect. I feel like I'm achieving something when I'm really not.
That was the Power Gem one. Cool.
And then, yep. You're go.
All right. Barrier comes down. Poison with this traitor.
Oh, boo.
This traitor is going to perplex Starfire's attack. And she's going to flurry first attack on Miss Marvel.
Okay.
Needing a 6. That's a hit.
That's dead Miss Marvel.
Second attack on Wolverine.
Okay.
Needing a 6. Also a hit.
And he blinks off the map.
Yes. And I heal 1. This traitor is going to attack with Power Gem. Ranged combat expert. He has a 9 printed attack, so it goes up to 2 damage. 1 and 1 on him, I guess. No, actually, no, on her.
Okay.
So she has 16 defense, so I need a 6 to do 3. That's a hit.
This game has definitely been the tale of 2 sets of rolls.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so we're going to trade. So this one has the barrier gem, and this one has the power gem, and then he's going to range combat expert. He's a 10 and 3 by default, so 1 and 1, so he's up to 11 and 4.
Okay.
Which will hit a 17 for 4.
He gone.
And I'm going to clear this Starfire. Go ahead.
I will clear my Medusa.
Yep.
And I'm going to sidestep. He's going to pick up the ring just because he can.
Sure. Maybe you can throw that later.
What I'm angling for. I'm just taking points at this point. And then
All
there
right.
you go. Finish me off, sir.
Yeah, it's round 1. Sidestep. Perplex up this Starfire's attack. Damage, I mean, running shot to here. 11 on a 16.
Okay.
Is it a 16?
I
Am I
believe so.
remembering that correctly? Okay, so I need 5. That's a hit for 4, so you'll take 3 after reduction.
Yep. Which is dead anyway.
Okay, I thought it might be. But
Yeah, they're only 3 deep.
Cool. Yeah, and then I guess we'll call out a Cyclops with this one. And he'll running shot over to there. 11 on 16, needing a 5 for 3.
And that's game, sir.
And that's game.
Good game.
Good game. Yeah, didn't actually get to use the barrier all that much that game, but the one turn that I did use it, it was very, very important.
Yeah,
So.
it was a little restrictive when you did that. If I had hit that Miss Marvel retaliation, that would have been nice. Take out a Starfire.
Oh yeah, that would have helped a lot.
Yeah, if you don't hit the super senses on Oz, he dies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just it was not in the dice this game.
Oh yeah, technically, when you placed for that retaliation, you had to roll for hyper time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh,
I always forget hyper time.
Is it move
No
or
remembers.
place adjacent? Because
I believe it is. I think I heard that that's how it works, but
I think it's just move adjacent.
Maybe it's just move. Maybe you're right. You're probably right. I've seen hyper time on like one other character ever, so.
Yeah, he was
really
the first
don't
one
remember.
I ever saw.
Yeah, there's like nobody else in Modern Age with it, basically. Actually, maybe some Elseworlds piece had it.
I think just the OP kit booster gold, maybe.
Yes, you're right. Yep, that one has it.
Are you looking up said hyper time?
Attempting to.
Yeah, I heard you type it.
See if I can find it. Trying to become adjacent. This is from 2014. I feel like that wording has changed.
I feel like it has also. Sometimes you
2012?
Can just
No,
hear
thank
the
you.
old wording, eh?
Right? Updated team abilities from some random person on WordPress. I don't actually have like a team abilities card, so.
No, neither do I. I didn't know one existed.
Yeah, move. It's totally move.
Okay, so yeah, the place would have been
Makes
fine.
sense.
Yeah. But that was a big, would have been a big swing turn, and
Absolutely.
Jesse was right. I should have taken out the tank with the hair, and then poofed the hair. But
yeah, that would have helped for sure.
I was just thinking about I like tunnel visioned on healing the giant girl, and this is
Right.
also a slight one of the disadvantages to trying to play a new team every week on stream.
Just don't know any of them quite as well.
Yeah, because usually I put in mad reps with each team going into a tournament, so trying to fumble my way through each game sometimes becomes a little problematic. But the Medusas are fun. I might actually have to put some work into them in the future.
Yeah, they are good. I haven't come up with a way to make them work perfectly, but
no, I don't know
definitely
if they're
good.
top tier, especially like there's just so much power cosmic reducerness hanging around.
yeah, I think having an actually good retaliator in Miss Marvel on the team is huge.
Yeah,
I think people only playing giant girls are making a little bit of a mistake there.
Me too. I think they forget about her.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. Because there was only giant girls on the Hawks teams that were going around for a long time, right?
Yep.
Which made sense because they were all being used for very specific purposes.
Yeah.
But I think on this kind of team, Ms. Marvel's a little better. Just have an actually threatening retaliator.
Mm-hmm. I think she's needed, but I don't think the Medusas have quite enough to get through the meta right now.
Maybe not quite. They're close, but yeah. I don't know. Against like a Kobik with 20 defense, you just don't quite have the numbers.
No.
Even if she misses rollouts.
I agree.
They get fairly lucky to hit.
They were fun to play though, and I am a pretty big fan of your team. I like it.
Yeah, I like it so far. I'll have to practice it a couple more times against some other stuff to see what happens, but I like it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm always game. If you need Unimind practice, you can hit me up. I swear.
Yeah, it's good against Ultra Chase Thanos too.
Yeah, I swear I'm better at playing Unimind than I am at playing Medusas.
You did just fine. Just a couple little optimization things.
Yeah, and I don't think there was any way, except for me sitting way back, of getting.
Yeah, the problem with playing the Voyager over the Coulson is that you just have slightly less movement.
Yeah.
Not that much less, but slightly. It makes a difference. Because with Coulson you can pick Perplex and Perplex up movement, and you'll have a 13 square swing instead of the 11.
True.
Which just lets you sit back just a little bit farther.
And this team does not like getting tanked.
No, absolutely not.
But
absolutely not.
Yeah, no, that was a really good game. I appreciate the butt whooping, that's for sure. Do you have any final thoughts before we sign off?
Nothing in particular.
All right. Well, good luck at Worlds, sir. Good luck defending your Team Worlds titles with the girls.
Yeah, we'll see.
I will be looking forward to reporting on all your victories at Worlds.
Yeah, hopefully I do well there this year.
I have nothing but faith in you. Take
Thanks.
another one for Canada, will you?
I think I accidentally took an entire infinite stack of barrier once. Trying to move them back one by one, and it wasn't working.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.